welcome to International Advisor 5 Minutes With, and today I am with John Westwood from Blacktower Financial Management. John, welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me.
Let's talk about the 40 years of Blacktower.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, many congratulations on that. What an incredible achievement.
Thank you.
In cross-border international financial services, companies come and go all the time. Blacktower still going strong, in fact, probably stronger than ever.
Yeah.
What is it that's been the key to Blacktower lasting this 40 years?
I think having some pretty strong principles about the way things should be done and combining that with a very, very strong management team. I think that has been our sort of a big factor in our success, is keeping it straight and narrow and keeping it client-centric, with management backing up those principles all day long.
And you use that term quite freely, and it does seem to be at the heart of everything that you do. What does that mean, client-centric? You know, so you term I hear.
Well, our origins are from the UK as a business. So back in the day, 40 years ago, we started as just a UK business. We followed our clients. We went international, but we did things in a UK fashion. As the UK has developed and evolved over the years with different ways of working for financial advisors, we've kind of followed those principles as well. So the core principle running through the group is very much centric on creating positive outcomes for our clients. And I think sometimes the international space has kind of lost that view a little bit over the years. And we kind of stayed on the track.
It's interesting, isn't it? You know, you would think that's just a no-brainer, you know, do the right thing for your clients. When you say the industry, you know, over the years, the industry may have lost its track, what sort of happened? Because you've been around for 40 years now.
Yeah.
What sort of happened? Is it just straightforward? A bit of greed, a bit of kind of selfishness?
I think possibly some of that, but I think also the regulatory environment has also been patchy. So in the early days, there wasn't a lot of regulation. You could paratroop into most countries and do business and paratroop out again. I think what we've seen over particularly the last 10 years is the introduction of meaningful legislation, cross-border legislation, regulators locally in various jurisdictions becoming much more interested in what you do. And that has created a different sort of atmosphere within the industry and a different platform that you have to work towards. So I think regulation has helped enormously. We continue to deal with regulation in an evolving basis, but that has changed the face of the way most people work now.
It's interesting the way the regulator has changed. I mean, do you feel now that, because there's been a them and us in the past with regulation, do you feel now the collegiate approach is really happening, particularly in Europe and and places like that, and also when you're looking at regulation, because you've got how many different regulated entities? Nine altogether. So it's hard to talk about one in particular, but do you feel the collegiate approach is actually really meaningfully happening?
Yeah, I think the approach we take as a group and as a board is you have to cooperate and be communicative with your regulator, and you've got to be transparent. And I think if you adopt that business approach with them, they'll adopt a much more approachable stance with you. So if we are unsure of something, we need guidance, we need advice, or if we're going to do something in the marketplace which we feel they will be interested in, we'll go and talk to them first. Explain our business plan, explain what we're doing, and get really approval prior to taking those actions.
You know, we're looking back over 40 years. Let's whiz all the way back, right? And let's go back to John Westwood, young John. What made you get into this? Tell me a little bit about your background first.
Sure. Well, I've got to try and remember it first of all. But I mean, I came into the industry in a really strange way. My background was civil engineering, and I worked for a big construction company that was backed by a bank called Schroders, because the construction industry was in a little bit of difficulty. So I got back from Sri Lanka, where I was working, and didn't really have a job to be fair. Well, we didn't know we were going to have or where we were going. And I got talking to guys at Schroders who had just launched a company called Schroder Financial Management. And it was the early days of unit-linked life insurance selling. So I joined Schroder Financial Management as a consultant, and they trained me in unit-linked pensions and life. And that was the start of my career.